Check it out, I made like a giant bow. This is so awesome. Now this server is brand new, like I just fired it up, but so all the stages aren't going to be loaded. But you can see how it's going to go here. You just fly down to the treasure. As soon as I get to the lighthouse stage, which I can't really tell because, you know, they're not loaded yet. I gotta hit the button at the right time because otherwise I'm in trouble. Oh, there we go. That was like perfect. Almost. A lot of times I can fly just like right to the treasure and slam into it. But that works pretty well. It actually does get all the stage rewards for the most part. Sometimes it goes just a little bit quick. And there's a few stages that can give it some trouble sometimes. If I hit the spikes in the Crystal Cave stage, you know, that's troublesome, and that ends it right there. But generally, it goes just below that because the Crystal Cave stage is early enough that it can fly just below that level. Here, so this is what I ended up with, and you can see that actually worked pretty good. It's got two paths here. These are both ice, and I've got this little stop, these little indicators right here that tell me where to stop pulling back. And that way I know exactly what I'm supposed to be. It's like my tuning thing, you know. Tells me when to stop the pull. So yeah, it's got like 3 springs up here on each side. Everything's very symmetrical. You have to make sure you've got it lined up really nice and neat. Let me show you a couple of the earlier ones I did. So this one here is very similar. Of course, I just modified this to turn it into that other one. But this one has a single block of ice underneath it. And because of the way the ice is only on one side, I had to put a counterweight underneath it, and it really does not work very well. It will make it to the treasure, but it's not as reliable as the other one. It's better, as I see it, it's better to go with a lightweight, as a very lightweight projectile as possible. You know, a lot of plastic, not a lot of anything else. You want to have a thruster in there because you need just a little bit extra. But it's dangerous to put a jet in there. I did that too, and it didn't work very well at all. But this is my slingshot sort of thing. Now it's got a lift on it, so it's got these pistons out here that lifts the whole thing up, and of course it's got 4 guide pegs there, and it's got, of course, the platform. I showed this in an earlier video, and it's got a lot more springs on it too. And yeah, anyway, this is good. This one works really well, but the bow loads just a little bit faster, and there's a little less setup time on it because I've just tuned the bow to be at the right height to begin with. This one here, I could do that as well. I could just tune it and just set it. I've got it marked right. So right there's a green mark right here, and that works pretty well because I just lift this thing up to get to that green mark. And anyway, so you can see this in a different video, but it was the precursor to this one. Oh, and another thing I did was put in a portal right there to get me to the bow, to the arrow position a little faster. Okay, so setting this thing up. So right now everything's anchored. I have a button to grab that harpoon that's way back here, and that harpoon just fires, and you fired it right there at that dot. And this piece of plastic here and that dot, which is also like a little piece of plastic, they are attached to this glue block. And the glue block is what releases to allow you to, sail. Like my little sound effects there. Sorry. Anyway, there's a little gap right here. This is like a 0.1 gap. And so these pieces are not connected together via anything other than that glue block right there. And so that makes it so that this here is the carriage that stays with this. They stays here in the spawn area. And, excuse me. Just had pizza. All right, an anchor, and so then I just like pull the harpoon back, and I get right to that point, and then I just hit F on my keyboard, and it breaks the glue, and that sends me sailing. At the same time, it inflates the balloon and the parachute there. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Oh, there we go. Okay, told you that would happen occasionally. That always stinks, but this is why you want to have a thruster, just in case you need it. Oh, I skipped a stage. Dang it. I hate it when I skip a stage. Alright, to the treasure! Woohoo! It's not exactly ideal, but, you know, sometimes that's the way it works out. Hope you guys had a great day, a great weekend, and thank you for watching my video. I'll see you later. Bye.